Fans are shocked, the internet is buzzing, and emotions ran high across the hip-hop world as one of the genre's biggest mysteries finally came to light. For months, rumors have swirled about a mysterious fallout between Eminem and his longtime mentor. Dr. Dre's social media exploded with speculation. Insiders whispered about secret feuds, and fans were left scrambling for answers. Now, in a shocking revelation, Eminem has broken his silence. But what he revealed has left the music industry reeling. Sources claim that behind the glitz and glam of studio sessions, tensions between the two rap icons had been simmering for years. Heated arguments, alleged betrayals, and clashes over creative control reportedly drove a wedge between the legendary producer and his protege. Family and friends were reportedly caught in the middle, with emotions running high as both sides struggled to navigate the fallout. It was more than just music, one insider revealed. The loyalty, the trust, the history. Everything was at stake. The family was left divided and everyone around them felt the tension. Fans are shocked as Eminem reportedly opens up about private conversations, behind-the-scenes drama, and unexpected twists that no one could have predicted. Was it a clash of egos, a creative disagreement, or something far more personal? The truth, according to sources, is explosive, emotional, and full of shocking revelations that could change the way we view the legendary duo forever. The fallout reportedly started behind closed doors, in the heart of the studio where Eminem and Dr. Dre had crafted some of the most iconic tracks in hip-hop history. Insiders claim that emotions ran high from the very first hint of tension, with creative disagreements escalating into full-blown arguments that left friends and collaborators shocked. You could feel the air change the moment they started talking, one producer recalled. Dre was frustrated, Eminem was defensive, and suddenly the entire room felt like it was about to explode. Fans are shocked when they hear about this, but behind the scenes, it was intense. According to sources, the divide was not just creative, it was personal. Over the years, the two icons had developed a bond that blurred the lines between mentorship and friendship. But with fame, pressure, and endless studio deadlines, that bond reportedly began to fray. Family members of both men allegedly felt the tension and tried to intervene, but every conversation only seemed to escalate the drama. They tried to mediate, an insider said. Emotions ran high, and the family was left divided. Nobody knew how to handle the situation. People were worried it might get completely out of hand. The breaking point allegedly came during a private listening session of an unreleased track. Sources claim that Dre questioned the direction of Eminem's verses, sparking a heated argument. Dre said something about the flow not matching the vision, and Eminem snapped, an insider said. Voices were raised, doors were slammed, and it was so tense that some staff actually left the room. Fans had no idea this was happening. They only saw the finished music. Witnesses reportedly described Eminem pacing, shouting, and demanding explanations, while Dre, normally calm and composed, reportedly lost his temper in ways that few had ever seen before. Friends claim that the argument was only the tip of the iceberg. For months, small disagreements allegedly snowballed into bigger conflicts, with emotions running high in every meeting. Management reportedly had to step in to prevent further escalation, but the rift between the two hip-hop giants reportedly continued to grow. One insider noted, it wasn't just about the music. There were personal stakes, trust, loyalty, history. And once those things start to crack, it's hard to repair. Fans are shocked when they hear how deep this goes. Leaked messages and private conversations, according to sources, hinted at accusations that shocked even the most seasoned industry insiders. Rumors suggest that Eminem allegedly felt betrayed over creative control and financial disagreements, while Dre reportedly felt that Eminem was ignoring advice and pushing boundaries too far. It was a perfect storm, said a source close to the situation. Emotions ran high, and every conversation could have exploded into a full-blown feud. The family was left divided, trying to keep the peace while the tension mounted. Fans online reportedly noticed subtle signs of the fallout. Cryptic social media posts, delayed projects, and unexplained cancellations fueled speculation. Sources claim that Eminem intentionally stayed silent, while Dre allegedly distanced himself from public appearances with his protege. They were trying to navigate this privately, an insider said. But the energy was toxic, and those closest to them could feel it. Fans are shocked when they realize how much of this drama was happening off-camera. Sources suggest that the fallout was more than a typical creative disagreement. It was reportedly a combination of personal tension, professional pressure, and long-standing grievances that had built up over years. Emotions ran high in every interaction, and the stakes were enormous, not just for the music, but for the bond between two of hip-hop's most influential figures. Some insiders hinted that this drama would soon spill into the public eye, leaving fans shocked and questioning the future of one of music's most legendary partnerships. As the drama reportedly continued behind the studio doors, insiders claim the fallout between Eminem and Dr. Dre began to affect everyone in their inner circle. Friends, collaborators, and family members were allegedly caught in the crossfire, forced to pick sides or mediate during heated arguments. One source said, "Emotions ran high in every conversation. Nobody could relax around them. The family was left divided, and even longtime collaborators were on edge. Fans are shocked when they hear how tense it got behind the scenes." The tension, according to insiders, was not limited to studio sessions. Reports suggest that personal relationships were fraying as the feud intensified. Eminem reportedly became increasingly defensive over every comment and decision, while Dre allegedly felt that his guidance and input were being ignored. "It wasn't just music anymore," a source said. "This was personal. Every word, every look, every decision had weight." Emotions ran high and both sides were exhausted. Friends and family didn't know how to intervene without making things worse. Sources claim one particularly explosive incident occurred during a private meeting with management. Dre allegedly questioned the direction of a new album, prompting Eminem to reportedly storm out of the room, slamming the door and leaving staff shocked. It was intense. People were shaking. "Nobody expected that kind of reaction from him," a source said. Insiders also hinted at private text messages between the two, filled with accusations, sharp words, and warnings that only fueled speculation online. Fans were shocked as snippets of these texts reportedly leaked, showing the raw intensity of the situation. The creative process reportedly became a battlefield. Producers allegedly described sessions where Eminem and Dre would argue for hours over subtle beats, lyrics, or production choices. Emotions ran high as both men defended their vision passionately, leaving collaborators stuck in the middle. One producer recalled, "It felt like walking into a war zone. Every suggestion was questioned, every note scrutinized." Emotions ran high, and sometimes people just left the studio because it was too much to handle. Insiders also hinted at a personal betrayal that may have triggered part of the fallout. Rumors suggest that Eminem allegedly felt sidelined on certain business decisions, while Dre reportedly felt disrespected over creative directions. "Fans are shocked when they hear this," a source said. "It wasn't just music. Trust, loyalty, history, everything was on the line. And emotions ran high every step of the way." Family members reportedly tried to intervene, but even their attempts allegedly led to arguments and further tension. The situation reportedly spilled into the public sphere in subtle ways. Fans noticed social media posts and interviews that seemed unusually cryptic or pointed. They were hinting at issues without saying anything directly, an insider said. Emotions ran high in these public interactions, and fans were picking up on the energy. People started speculating, and the rumors grew faster than ever. The family and friends were left divided, trying to protect both sides while keeping the peace. Adding fuel to the fire, insiders claimed that long-term collaborators began to leak stories, whether intentionally or accidentally, about the rift. Allegedly, some producers and engineers felt torn between loyalty to Eminem and respect for Dr. People didn't want to be caught in the middle, a source said. But emotions ran high and tensions were impossible to hide. Fans are shocked at the magnitude of this fallout, but those living it every day felt it in every interaction. Some insiders hinted that the fallout was more than just creative tension. It was a power struggle. Eminem, having risen from Detroit streets to global superstardom, reportedly wanted more control over his music and brand, while Dre, as mentor and executive, allegedly felt responsible for maintaining oversight. It was like watching two titans clash, one source said. Emotions ran high, stakes were enormous, and every interaction had consequences. The family, the friends, the team, everyone felt it. Fans are shocked because they only see the polished results, not the chaos behind the scenes. Sources suggest the rift between Eminem and Dre was reaching unprecedented levels. What started as subtle disagreements allegedly escalated into personal, professional, and public tensions. Friends and family reportedly struggled to keep the peace. Emotions ran high in every encounter, and fans were left piecing together a narrative from cryptic posts and leaked messages. The fallout, insiders hinted, was far from over, and the next moves by either artist could either heal the relationship or shatter it permanently. The drama reportedly escalated to shocking levels as the feud between Eminem and Dr. Dre continued to simmer behind the scenes. Sources claim that tensions reached a boiling point during a high-profile studio session where emotions ran high, and collaborators feared the situation might spiral out of control. One insider revealed, "It was like walking into a battlefield. Every word was scrutinized, every move analyzed. Emotions ran high, and people were genuinely worried about what could happen next. Fans are shocked when they hear just how intense it got." Allegedly, the clash involved not just creative disagreements, but long-standing grievances and personal accusations. Sources suggest that Eminem confronted Dre over decisions he felt undermined his artistic vision, while Dre reportedly questioned Eminem's judgment and loyalty. It wasn't just music anymore, it was personal. Trust had been broken in subtle ways over the years, and now it was exploding, a collaborator said. The family was left divided, insiders claim, as close friends tried to mediate while avoiding taking sides. Rumors suggest that this high-tension session included a series of arguments over unreleased tracks, beats, and collaborations. Producers reportedly described heated exchanges where Eminem allegedly shouted, "This is my art. I need control," while Dre responded with equal intensity, insisting, "I built the path for you, and I'm not stepping aside." Witnesses reportedly said emotions ran high, doors were slammed, and staff members left in shock. Fans online were reportedly picking up on subtle hints of the feud, with cryptic posts and delayed project announcements fueling speculation. Insiders also hint at a private confrontation that reportedly shocked even the closest associates. During what was supposed to be a casual meeting, sources claim that Eminem allegedly expressed frustration over Dre's decisions regarding music releases, business deals, and mentorship boundaries. Dre, in turn, reportedly confronted Eminem about disrespect and ignoring guidance. "The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife," a source said. Emotions ran high, and even longtime collaborators were afraid to intervene. Fans are shocked because nobody expected this level of intensity from two legends. The fallout, according to sources, extended beyond professional boundaries. Family members reportedly felt the strain as well, caught between loyalty and concern. Some friends allegedly tried to calm both parties, but every attempt reportedly escalated the situation. They wanted to protect both sides, but emotions ran high, an insider said. The family was left divided, and some people even questioned whether the bond between Eminem and Dre could survive this. Leaked messages and private conversations reportedly added fuel to the fire. Snippets of texts, allegedly between the two, hinted at betrayal, frustration, and intense disagreements over creative control. Fans are shocked at the raw emotion, one insider revealed. There's a lot more behind those texts than people realize. It's not just about music. It's about trust, loyalty, and years of history unraveling in front of everyone. Social media quickly amplified these rumors, as fans dissected every post, interview, and cryptic tweet. Sources claim that even collaborators' professional roles were affected. Producers and engineers allegedly felt torn between their loyalty to Eminem and respect for Dre, unsure how to navigate the increasingly tense environment. Some reportedly walked away from sessions entirely, citing stress and concern over escalating conflicts. It was like watching a storm unfold, an insider said. Emotions ran high and no one knew how it would end. Fans are shocked at how much this behind-the-scenes drama has impacted the music they love. The conflict reportedly even began to influence upcoming projects. According to insiders, delayed releases, sudden changes to track lists, and mysterious cancellations were all tied to the ongoing fallout. Fans noticed cryptic social media posts and subtle hints in interviews that suggested the rift was real, while friends and family were allegedly scrambling to keep the situation from deteriorating further. It was tense, unpredictable, and emotionally exhausting, a source said. Everyone around them could feel it. The family was left divided, and it wasn't clear who would step in next. Sources claim that the feud between Eminem and Dre had become one of the most intense behind-the-scenes stories in hip-hop history. Emotions ran high at every interaction, friends and family struggled to maintain peace, and fans were left piecing together a narrative from leaks, cryptic posts, and rumors. The fallout was reportedly far from over, and insiders hinted that the next revelations could shock the world even further, potentially rewriting the story of one of music's most legendary partnerships. As the fallout reportedly reached its peak, insiders claim the tension between Eminem and Dr. Dre became impossible to ignore. Sources suggest that the legendary duo, once united by history, loyalty, and mutual respect, were now navigating one of the most dramatic conflicts the music industry had ever seen. "It was like watching a slow-motion explosion," one collaborator said. "Emotions ran high, doors were slammed, and every interaction felt charged. Fans are shocked when they hear the extent of this fallout, but those inside the circle felt it every day." According to sources, a series of private confrontations revealed shocking truths about the feud. Allegedly, Eminem confronted Dre about perceived betrayals and alleged attempts to control his career, while Dre reportedly expressed frustration over what he saw as disrespect and disregard for his guidance. "It got very personal," a close friend revealed. "They had words that were never meant to be public." Emotions ran high and the family was left divided. Everyone around them felt the intensity, even those not directly involved. Industry insiders claim that the feud even influenced decisions about music releases, collaborations, and marketing strategies. Allegedly, Eminem delayed certain tracks, requested changes in production, and demanded more control over creative decisions. Dre, in turn, reportedly pushed back on these demands, insisting on oversight and quality standards. Sources say these tensions left collaborators caught in the middle, unsure of which side to support. "It was a high-stakes chess game," one producer said. "Emotions ran high, and every choice could either calm the storm or ignite it further." Fans are shocked at how much of this drama happened behind the scenes. One shocking twist reportedly involved private recordings and text messages. Insiders suggest that leaked conversations hinted at accusations of manipulation, miscommunication, and hidden agendas. "Nobody expected this kind of transparency," a source said. "Fans are shocked because they only see the polished end product. Behind the scenes, it was raw, emotional, and full of tension. Emotions ran high in every exchange, and every word carried weight." Social media was reportedly ablaze with speculation as snippets of these leaks circulated, giving fans a glimpse into the intensity of the conflict. The fallout. According to insiders, extended to friends and family, close relatives reportedly struggled to mediate, with emotions running high as they tried to maintain peace. Some friends allegedly stepped back, unwilling to be caught in the crossfire, while others worked tirelessly behind the scenes to prevent the feud from escalating further. The family was left divided, an insider said. "Everyone had their loyalties and everyone could feel the pressure." Fans are shocked at the personal toll this took on those closest to both of them. Despite the chaos, sources suggest that a path toward resolution was beginning to emerge. Private meetings, facilitated by trusted intermediaries, reportedly allowed both Eminem and Dre to air grievances, acknowledge past mistakes, and attempt to rebuild trust. "Emotions ran high, but there were moments of clarity," a collaborator said. "They both recognize the history, the bond, and the legacy they share. It's not over, but there's hope for reconciliation." Industry reactions reportedly added another layer of drama. Other artists and producers allegedly weighed in, some praising Dre's guidance and others supporting Eminem's push for autonomy. Fans were shocked as cryptic social media posts and interviews hinted at the conflict, sparking heated online debates and speculation about what the future held for one of hip-hop's most iconic partnerships. "It was a whirlwind," a source said. "Emotions ran high, the world was watching, and the stakes couldn't have been higher." Sources suggest that while the fallout caused unprecedented drama, it also revealed the human side of two legendary figures. Emotions ran high, relationships were tested, and the music industry witnessed a rare glimpse into the pressures, egos, and loyalty that define the careers of global icons. Fans were left shocked, intrigued, and eager for the next chapter in this saga. Insiders hint that future collaborations, interviews, and music releases may finally shed more light on the fallout and its resolution, offering a dramatic conclusion to a story that has captured the attention of millions. The fallout between Eminem and Dr. Dre has revealed a side of the hip-hop world fans rarely see: raw, emotional, and completely unfiltered. Emotions ran high at every interaction, with friends, family, and collaborators caught in the crossfire. Fans are shocked as they piece together leaked messages, cryptic social media posts, and behind-the-scenes drama that few outside the inner circle could have imagined. What began as creative tension escalated into personal disputes, testing decades of loyalty, trust, and history between two of music's most iconic figures. Sources suggest that while a path toward resolution is emerging, the saga is far from over. Will Eminem and Dre reconcile fully, or are there lingering tensions that could reshape their legacy forever? The industry, the fans, and even the artists themselves are watching closely, waiting for the next move that could either mend the bond or cement the fallout in music history. Emotions ran high throughout this drama, and the ripple effects have been felt across the entire hip-hop community. Now it's your turn. What do you think about Eminem's revelations and the fallout with Dre? Are you rooting for their reconciliation? Or do you think this feud has permanently changed their relationship? Comment below with your thoughts. Smash that like button if you want more insider stories like this. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on the latest drama in hip-hop. Stay tuned, because the next twist in this story could shock the world again, and you won't want to miss a moment of it.